Good morning, everyone. For those of you who don't know, my name's Harold. I recognize many of your faces, but I'm not good with names. Hi, Molly. Some announcements coming up. The Lost and Found is overflowing, and they will donate it to the Salvation Army. So if you think you left anything, take a look through it. The 30-day challenge starts now. It's designed to make you do as much yoga as you can in a month. Try to do one practice a day for 30 days and see how much it changes not only your body, but your mind and your spirit. And with that is a competition between the Lancaster studio and the York studio. York won last time, and they will win again, but we want you guys to try to compete. I'm Team York. Bring your child to class week is next week, and that child can be any age. And fall teacher training starts in, I think, October. Let's get started. Child's pose. Big toes touch, knees wide apart. Sink your hips back to your heels. Bend forward, put your forehead on the mat. Connect your body to the ground. Begin to cultivate your breath. It is a 4-part breath. A deep, slow inhale, pausing, and then a complete exhale with a pause. Start in through your nose, fill up completely, then exhale through your mouth. The breath is the most important part of your yoga practice. It's the connection between your mind and your body. What we do is an Ajayu breath in yoga. It's a strong inhale through the nose, filling up completely, pausing, and then exhaling through your nose with force. It is a loud breath, audible not only to yourself, but everyone else in the class. You will share this breath throughout your practice. If you can't hear your neighbor breathe, breathe for them. Deep inhale, fill up completely, exhale through your nose with force. Deep inhale, deep exhale. On your next inhale, come up to tabletop. Stack your shoulders over your elbows, elbows over your wrists. Knees are directly under your hips. Your spine is long. The crown of your head reaches toward the front of the room, meaning that your neck is long in the back. No wrinkles. Draw your belly button to your spine. Push your tailbone down and back. On a complete exhale, you're going to round your back like a Halloween cat. Take your gaze in towards your belly button. On an inhale, you're going to reverse the pose and push your heart forward, look up, shine your collarbones open. Exhale, roll back, cattail stretch. Inhale forward. This time you're going to roll back and be a scared cat. Come up on your 10-pole fingers and push up. Inhale, push forward. Exhale back to a scared cat. Push up. Come forward again. Then come to tabletop. Tuck your toes under, lift your hips, push back for down dog. Pedal your dog out. One breath, one movement. Find stillness. Look back at your feet. Your heels are hidden by the fronts of your feet. They're also hip width apart. It's about 6 or 7 inches. On an inhale, come up on your tiptoes. Exhale, sink your heels back. Inhale up to your tiptoes. Exhale back. Inhale up to your tiptoes. Exhale back. Walk your feet to your hands. Hang in ragdoll. You can take whatever arm bind you want, hand to elbow. You can put your hands on your shins or wrap them behind your knees. Pull yourself down. Softness in your knees. Let your head hang heavy. Take your fingertips down to the mat. Walk over to the right side of your mat, straighten your left leg. Keep breathing. Come back to center. Switch sides. Walk your hands all the way to the left. Keep your right leg straight. Come back to center. On a slow inhale, you're going to rise up to standing, one vertebrae at a time. Mountain pose. Stand up tall. Bring your shoulder blades back and down your back, palms face forward. Inhale, reach up. Grab your left wrist with your right hand and pull over. Keep both feet flat on the mat. Come back to center. Switch sides. Right hand, or what other side. Release. Bring your hands to heart center. Take a moment to set an intention for your class. Make it a bold, powerful statement. We'll start our class with one Om. Deep inhale. Om. Release your hands down. Inhale, reach up, look up. Exhale, fold to the mat. Halfway lift. Put your hands on your shins or thighs. Softness in your knees. The crown of your head is long. Your neck is long. Fold. Inhale, reach up. Interlock your thumbs. Push your palms up. Look up and back. Exhale, fold. Halfway lift. Both hands to the mat. Step back to high plank and hold. Now we're going to go to low plank, but you're going to come forward as you come down. Low plank. And then inhale, roll forward, up dog. Exhale, push back, down dog. Deep inhale. Deep exhale. Deep inhale. Deep exhale. Beautiful breath. One more inhale. Exhale completely. Walk your feet to your hands. Halfway lift, fold. Inhale, reach up. Interlock your opposite thumb this time. Push your palms up and back. Look up. Then fold. Soften your knees as you fold. Halfway lift. Hands to the mat. Step or jump. High plank to low plank. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, roll back, down dog. Deep inhale. Exhale completely. Step, jump, or float to the head of your mat. Halfway lift, fold. Last sun A, reach up, look back at the back wall, exhale, fold. Halfway lift, hands to the mat, step or jump, high plank to low plank. Inhale, up dog, exhale, roll back, down dog. Deep inhale, deep exhale. Deep inhale. Exhale completely. Bend your knees, look forward, float to the head of your mat. Halfway lift, fold. Big toes touch, space between your heels. Sit back in your chair, Utkatasana. Take your arms up, look up. Exhale, fold. Half lift, Chaturanga. High plank to low plank. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, roll back, down dog. Step your right foot between your hands for warrior one. Start with your hands on your hips. Take your left foot out to the left side of your mat. Your right foot is pointing forwards. Your right knee is bent 90 degrees. Push your left hip forward as you pull your right hip back. Zip up your abdominal lock. Pull your pubic bone up to your sternum. Push your tailbone down. Bring your arms out to a W. Pull your shoulder blades in and down your back. Turn your palms into your face. Then take your hands up. Keep your shoulders where they are. Look up and back. Both hands to the mat. High plank to low plank. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, roll back, down dog. Left leg steps between your hands for warrior one. Once again, start with your hands on your hips. Bring your right foot out more to the outside of your mat. Bring it out a little bit over here. Push your right hip forward as you bring your left hip back. Pull your pubic bone up to your sternum like you're zipping up a coat. Tailbone down. Arms out to a W. Pull your shoulder blades together and down your back. Turn your palms in. Take your hands up. Go deeper in your lunge. Look up. both hands to the mat, high plank to low plank. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, roll back, down dog. Deep inhale, deep exhale. Deep inhale. On empty, bend your knees, float to the head of your mat. Halfway lift, fold. Big toes touch, sit back in your chair, Utkatasana, one breath up. Exhale, fold. Halfway lift, hands to the mat, Chaturanga, high plank to low plank. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, roll back, down dog. One breath, one movement. Step your right foot between your hands, come through warrior one breath up. Hands to the mat, high plank to low plank. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, roll back, down dog. Left foot steps between your hands, come through for warrior one breath up. Hands to the mat, high plank to low plank. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, roll back, down dog. 3 breaths. Give me a sigh. You can do better than that. Deep inhale. That's good. One more inhale. Exhale completely. Bend your knees, look forward, jump to the head of your mat. Halfway lift, fold. Sit back in your chair, Utkatasana, one breath up. Exhale, fold. Halfway lift, hands to the mat, high plank to low plank. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, roll back, down dog. Right foot steps between your hands, warrior one breath up. On your exhale, hands to the mat, lower to low plank. Inhale to high, up dog. Exhale, roll back, down dog. Right foot steps between your hands, warrior one breath up. Hands to the mat, high plank to low plank. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, roll back, down dog. Left foot steps between your hands, come through warrior one breath up. Both hands to the mat, high plank to low plank. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, roll back, down dog. Deep inhale, deep exhale. Inhale, raise your right leg behind you. Keep your foot flexed. Keep your toes pointed towards the center line. Keep your hips square. Now bring your right heel to your left butt. Stack your right hip over your left. Yawn open. Equal weight in your hands. Keep your shoulders down. Stretch the right side of your body. Light as a feather, you're going to flip your dog over. Take your gaze up and back. Look back at the brick wall. If wheel's there, go for it. Slowly come back to three-legged dog. Straighten out your right leg. Both feet together at the back of your mat. Roll out to high plank. Plant your right hand down. Side plank facing the chalkboard or purple wall. Modifications, you can bring your bottom knee down. You can bring your top foot down in front of you. Flex both feet. Let that top foot float up. Your hips go up and towards the chalkboard wall. Look up at your top hand. Sparkle it. Both hands to the mat. High plank to low plank. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, roll back, down dog. Inhale your left leg behind you. Keep your foot flexed. Toes point in. Keep your hips square. Bring your left heel to your right butt cheek. Take your left hip up. Equal weight in both hands. Stretch the left side of your body long. Now light as a feather. Flip your dog. Take your left hand up and back towards the brick wall. Let your head fall open. Heart is shining. Slowly flip back over. Bring your left foot down next to your right. Come up on your tiptoes. Roll out to high plank. Plant your left hand down. Side plank facing the Africa wall. Keep both feet flexed. Let your top foot float up. Or maybe take tree with that foot. Bring your hips up and towards the yellow wall. Look up at your top hand, smile, both hands to the mat, high plank to low plank. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, roll back, down dog. Deep inhale, deep exhale. On an inhale, raise your right foot behind you. Keep your foot flexed, toes point towards the center. Draw your knee to your nose, round your back like that Halloween cat. Hover. Inhale, push back. Exhale, draw your knee to your right armpit. Come forward and hover. Inhale, push back. This time you're going to bring your right knee across to your left armpit, twist and hover. Inhale, push back. Draw your knee to your nose again. Come forward, shoulders over your wrists. Point your toes back, hover. Gently place the foot between your hands for crescent lunge. Start with your hands on your hips. Front leg is bent 90 degrees. You are on skis, not a balance beam. You're on the ball of your back foot. Your heel is up. Push your left hip forward, right hip back. Draw that abdominal lock in again. Push your tailbone down as you pull your sternum and your pubic bone together. Arms come out to a W, shoulder blades together and down. Keep your shoulders where they are. Turn your palms in, then take your arms up to the ceiling. Go deeper in your front leg. Draw your ribs in, draw your lower belly in. Interlock your thumbs, push your palms up to the ceiling. Slowly take your gaze up and back, a baby back bend. Bring your hands to heart center and pause. Take the crown of your head long as you twist to the right, left elbow outside of your right knee. Push your left hamstring up to the ceiling. Open your arms, left hand down, right hand up. On each inhale, deepen. On each exhale, expand. Inhale, come back to crescent lunge. Hands come to heart center. Open warrior two towards the chalkboard wall. Your front knee is bent 90 degrees. Your knee is over your ankle, no further. Your front heel is in line with the arch of your back foot. Your back foot is flat, parallel with the back of your mat. Go deeper. Now pick your arch of your back foot up like there's a tack under it and you don't want to step on it. Take your arms out to a T. Flip your front palm. Reach forward. Left hand behind your back. Revolve your warrior. Shine your heart up to the ceiling. Lengthen both side waists. Go even deeper in your lunge. Push back on your back foot. Will help you float back. On a big inhale, reach back, touch the back wall, straighten your front leg. Grab your right wrist with your left hand and pull that right side of your body long. Bring your arms back to a T, back to warrior two legs. Side angle, right forearm to right thigh, left hand comes up, palm faces down. You're trying to reach between the ceiling and wall in the front of the room. Take your left hand behind your back for a bind. You can also bring your right hand down, tent pole your fingers beside the arch of your front foot, or you can take it around for the full bind. If bird of paradise is there for you, take it. Keep breathing. Birds come down. One more breath. Both hands to the mat. High plank to low plank. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, roll back, down dog. Deep inhale. Deep exhale. Deep inhale. Deep exhale. Lift your left leg behind you. Draw your knee to your nose, round your back like an angry Halloween cat. Inhale, push back. Inhale, draw your left knee to your left armpit and hover, maybe an arm balance. Beautiful, Molly. Inhale, push back. Exhale, draw your left knee across your body to your right armpit and hover. Inhale, push back. Exhale, draw your knee to your nose, come forward, round your back, point your toes back, hover your shin, then gently place the foot between your hands for crescent lunge. Start with your hands on your hips. Push your left hip back, right hip forward. Draw your pubic bone in, tighten up that abdominal lock, beautiful. Try to straighten your back leg, put weight into your pinky toes. Arms come out to a W, bring your shoulders together and back, palms face in. Keep your shoulders where they are, take your arms up. Go deeper in your front leg. Interlock opposite thumbs this time. Push your palms up to the ceiling. Look up and back. Hands come to heart center and pause. You're going to twist to the left. Right elbow outside of your left knee. Energize your back leg. Keep your hips level. Open your arms if it's in your practice. Try to make length. Bring your left shoulder over top of your right. Inhale, come back to crescent lunge for one breath. Hands come to heart center. Open to warrior two, facing the Africa wall. Go deep in your front leg. Turn your palms over, bring your shoulder blades up around your shoulders up around your ears, then shrug your shoulders back down, flip your palms over, look over your left hand. Flip your front palm, inhale, reach forward, revolve your warrior. Take your right hand behind your back, shine your heart up to the ceiling, lengthen. On a deep inhale, reach back, touch the back wall with your left hand, straighten your left leg. Bring your right hand, grab your left wrist, pull that left side of your body long. Arms come back to a T, back to warrior two legs, side angle, left forearm to left thigh, right hand comes up, reaching for where the wall and ceiling meet. Stack your left shoulder over your right. You can take your right arm around for a bind. You could bring your left hand down to the floor, tent pole your fingers, or take it under for the full bind. If you can easily do the full bind, bird of paradise. Keep breathing. Keep shining your heart up. Two more breaths. Birds can make their way down. Both hands to the mat, high plank to low plank. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, roll back, down dog. Deep inhale, deep exhale. Deep inhale. Exhale completely. Bend your knees, float to the head of your mat. Halfway lift, fold. Big toes touch, sit back in your chair, Utkatasana. Sit deeper, bring your toes up, wiggle them. Exhale, push your hands behind you and sit deeper. Inhale, bring your arms up. Exhale, back and deeper. Inhale, up. Exhale, back and deeper. Inhale, up. Exhale, back and deeper. Inhale, up and pause. Hands come to heart center. Twist to the right. Left elbow outside of your right knee. Look down at your knees. Your left knee's going to want to cheat forward. Push it back to keep your hips square. You can open your arms. Take your right hand up, left hand down. Take your body long. One more full breath, deepest expression. Exhale completely. Come back to Utkatasana for one breath, and then fold. Step to the middle of your mat. Take your feet hip width apart. Take your two peace fingers and grab your big toes, palms face in. Halfway lift, and then fold. Soften your knees as you fold. Soften. Let everything drain out. Soften your knees, both of them. Release your bind. Take your feet to the edge of your mat. Right foot goes 2 o'clock, left foot goes 10 o'clock. Stand up tall. Bring your hands to prayer. Push your thumb knuckles into your chest. Goddess squat. You're going to sit down like somebody's letting you down from a pulley from the ceiling. Keep your back straight. Put your elbows on the insides of your knees. Pretend you're sliding down the wall behind you. Shine your heart open. You can stay here or you can go to crow. Crow, plant your hands, keep your knees up on your triceps or armpits. Take your gaze forward, round your back like that angry Halloween cat. If you're in crow, try to bring your feet together. Stay here for 3 of your own breaths. And then shoot back, high plank to low plank. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, roll back, down dog. Deep inhale. Deep exhale. Deep inhale. Deep exhale. One more inhale. Exhale completely. Step, jump, or float to the head of your mat. Halfway lift. Fold. Big toes touch. Sit back in your chair, Utkatasana. Hands come to heart center. Pause, and then you're going to twist to the left. Right elbow outside of your left knee. Keep your hips lower than your heart. Check your right knee. It's going to want to come forward. Open your arms. Left hand up, right hand down. You can also put your arm between your knees. Take your gaze up as you bring your shoulders together. Shine your heart to the purple wall. Keep breathing. Inhale, come back to Utkatasana for one breath. Look up, and then fold. Step to the middle of your mat. Take your feet hip width apart. Take the palms of your hands and put them under the soles of your feet. Padayastasana, gorilla pose. Bend your knees a lot. Try to walk your toes up into your wrist crease. Massage your wrists from all the chaturangas we do. Let your head be heavy. Shake your head yes or no. Release your bind. Come to your second set of crow or whatever inversion your body is crying for. You can do baby crow, basket head stand, forearm stand. If anybody wants any help, we'll play around for 5 more breaths of your own. Then make your way to child's pose. Reconnect with your breath. Inhale, come up to tabletop. Exhale, push back, down dog. Maybe pedal out your dog again. Then find stillness. Exhale completely. Walk your feet to your hands. Halfway lift. Fold. Inhale, rise up to standing. Inhale, reach up. Eagle pose on the right. Right arm under the left. Right leg over the left. Sit deep like you're sliding down the wall behind you. Elbows come up, hands away from your face. Muscle to bone, one breath. Unwind your hands, reach up, unwind your leg too. Left side, left arm under, left leg over. Draw that abdominal lock in again, push your tailbone down, hands up and away from your face. Sit deeper, squeeze muscle to bone, hug everything in. Release, both hands up. Right side eagle, right arm under the left. Sit deeper this time, slide your back down the wall. Hook that right leg behind your left shin. Elbows up, hands away from your face. Keeping your eagle arms, unwind your top leg and push it back for airplane with eagle arms. Keep your foot flexed, toes pointed toward the center of your mat. Unwind your arms, take them out to warrior three. You're touching the front wall as your foot is pushing against the back wall. Take your hands back to airplane, palms face down, shine your heart forward, look up. Bring your hands to heart center. Walk your hands down your leg for standing splits. You can put your hands on the mat or wrap them around your ankle. Keep your foot flexed, toes point in. If your hips are always open, I really want you to flex that foot. Touch your nose to your shin, then both feet on the mat. Halfway lift, fold. Inhale, rise up to standing. Left side eagle, left arm under, left leg over. Sit deep like you're sliding down the back wall. Draw that lower belly in. Unwind your top leg, push it back for airplane with eagle arms. Try to push your hands forward. Then unwind your hands for warrior three. Touch the glass in front as you push your foot into the wall behind you. Then bring your arms back for airplane, palms face down, shine your heart forward, look up. Bring your hands to heart center and walk your hands down your right leg. Keep your left foot flexed. Try to put your hands around your ankle or your shin. Take your left foot up higher. Then release both feet to the mat. Inhale your right leg, bend your right knee, grab it with your right hand. Come up to standing first. I had a good thought, it just went. Inhale to standing, bring your right knee up, grab it with your right hand. Stand up tall, keep your hips level. You can also grab your foot by the outside if you can easily do that. I cannot. Take your right knee out to the right. Take your left arm out towards the chalkboard wall. Take your gaze towards the chalkboard wall. Keep breathing. Come back to center, switch hands, then take your right hand back with your gaze towards the back wall. Try to keep your hips square. Keep your foot flexed as well if you're holding your knee. Keeping your knee raised, come back to center. Release your knee, both hands on your hips. Push your elbows back behind you. Exhale, push your foot out. Inhale, draw your knee up to your nose. Exhale, push your foot away. Inhale, up to your nose. Exhale, away. Inhale, up to your nose. Away. Then take it back for airplane. Then bring your left hand down, half moon. Right hand goes up to the ceiling. Left hand goes to the block, water bottle, or your mat. Try to stack your hips on top of each other. Take your gaze up. Bring your left hand to your heart for 2 breaths. And fold. Halfway lift. Fold. Come all the way up to standing. Grab your left knee. Foot is flexed. Take your knee out to the left. Your gaze goes towards the right. Bring your leg back to center. Switch hands. Left hand goes up and back with your gaze towards the back wall. Keep that foot flexed the whole time. Point your toes up towards your face. Come back to center, hands on hips. Keep your left leg raised. Exhale, push it away. Inhale, draw your knee up. Exhale, push away. Inhale up. Exhale, push away. Inhale up. Exhale, push out. Take it 4 inches higher. Then take it back for airplane. Flex your back foot hard. Shine your heart open. Right hand comes to the block or mat for half moon. Take your left hip up. Look up. Flex your top foot hard. Bring your hand to your heart for 2 breaths and fold. Halfway lift. Rise all the way up to standing. Dancer's pose or standing bow. If you need a strap for dancer's pose, let me know. We have plenty. If not, we'll just do standing bow. Left hand comes out. Right hand comes out like you're holding a tray. Reach back, grab the inside of your ankle. Soft part of your elbow is going to face the yellow wall. Your thumb is going to be pointed up. Push the glasses away in front of you as you push the ceiling up with your flexed back foot. Turn this hand. No, other way. This way. That, and that pulls that shoulder open. That's it. 2 more breaths. Push it forward. Then release. Windmill your arms up, right hand up, left hand back. Grab the inside of your left ankle. Push forward. Push the glasses away as you lift the ceiling with your flexed foot. Try to keep your hips square. Two more of your own breaths. Then release. Switch sides. Right side again. Left hand up. Right hand goes back. Grab the inside of your ankle. Don't think about it. Keep breathing. Go right into the pose. Soften your standing knee. Make those muscles work, not the joint. 5 more breaths. Release. Switch sides. Right hand up, left hand goes back. Grab the inside of your ankle. Push the wall away as you lift the ceiling with your flexed foot. Soften that standing knee. Beautiful. Great corrections. 5 more of your own breaths. Release. Come to the head of your mat. Tree pose. Ground your left foot into the mat. Bring your right foot to your shin, thigh, but not your knee. Start with your hands at heart center. You can also do lotus with your right foot. Open your arms, express your tree however you want. Soften that standing knee. Slowly take your gaze up the wall, up the ceiling, and back. Look back at the back wall. Engage those abdominal muscles. Hands come to heart center, knee comes forward and down. Switch sides. Ground your right leg, left leg comes shin or thigh, not the knee. Start with your hands in the heart center first, then take a different arm variation. Soften those knees on your standing leg. Slowly take your gaze from the front of the room, up the ceiling, and back. Open your heart, look up and back. Hands come to heart center, knee comes forward and down. Put your hands over your heart, close your eyes, reconnect with your breath. Deep inhale, deep exhale. Slowly open your eyes, release your hands down. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold. Halfway lift, step or jump, high plank to low plank. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, roll back, down dog. Inhale, raise your right leg behind you. Exhale, draw your knee to your nose, then place it between your hands for crescent lunge. Hands come to heart center, open warrior 2. Go even deeper in your lunge this time. Flip your front palm, reach forward, left hand behind your back, revolve your warrior. Shine your heart to the ceiling. Stay deep in your front leg. Inhale, reach back, touch the back wall, straighten your front leg. Keeping your straight front leg, arms come to a T. Reach towards the glasses. Windows, I guess they are. Triangle. Right hand comes down, left hand goes up. Your right hand can be tent pole fingered on the outside of your right foot or on the inside. Shine your heart open. Try to take your left shoulder back. Look back at your neighbor. Wiggle your fingers. Smile at them. They're having more fun than you are. Slowly come back to standing. Turn all 10 toes to face the purple wall. Put your hands on your hips. Pull your shoulder blades back. Elbows together. Look up and back. Shine your heart open. Then hinging at your hips, fold forward. Soften your knees. Soften your knees, make the muscles do the work. Pigeon toe your feet in. Soften. Bring your hands down to the mat. If headstand is in your practice, go ahead. If not, take your right hand to the outside of your left foot, then take your left hand up to the ceiling, twist and shine. Come back to center, left hand on the outside of your right foot. Take your right hand up. Shine your heart open. Headstands, make your way down slowly, slowly. Both hands back to center. Halfway lift. Fold. Put your hands on your hips. Rise all the way up to standing. Turn all 10 toes to face the front of the room. You're in a baby warrior one stance. You're on skis or railroad tracks. You're not on a balance beam. Take your left hand up, right hand on your right hip. Keep your right hip dialed back. Try to keep both feet flat on the mat. You're going to reach forward and touch the brick wall. Keep your back straight and long. And then you're going to let your left hand come down to the block or mat. You can soften your knees if your hamstrings are screaming. Then take your right hand out, take your left hand on the outside of your right foot, and twisted triangle. You can stay here or you can go to twisted half moon. Look down at your right foot, push your left foot back, come forward. Then release, both feet to the mat. Everybody should have a block. And you're halfway lifted. You're going to put your left hand on the block directly under your shoulder. And then you're going to grab your right big toe with your two peace fingers. And then you're going to take your right foot out like a pendulum, not behind you, directly out to the right. And smile. Soften that left knee, but try to keep your right leg straight. It is an intense movement for most of us. We'll do it at the count of 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Halfway lift, fold. Inhale, reach up. Fold. Halfway lift, step or jump. High plank to low plank. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, roll back, down dog. Raise your left leg behind you. Exhale, draw your left knee to your nose. Round your back. Gently place the foot between your hands. Come through to crescent lunge. Reach up. Hands come to heart center. Pause. And then open to warrior two, facing the Africa wall. Stay deep in that front leg. Flip your front palm, reach forward, take your right hand behind your back, look up, paint the wall as you're going up, shine your heart open. Inhale, reach back, touch the back wall, straighten your front leg. Keeping the straight front leg, bring your arms to a T, then reach to the front of the wall, then let your left hand come down to the block, shin, or floor. Bring your left hand to the outside of your left foot, about 6 inches off your mat. Let your right shoulder touch your left as your heart opens up. Keep breathing. Come up to standing, keeping your straight leg, arms out to a T. Turn all 10 toes to face the yellow wall. Pigeon toe your feet in, soften your knees. Take a different arm variation this time. Pull your shoulders back and down. Look up, and then fold forward. Soften your knees as you fold. Release your hands. Halfway lift. Hands on hips, come all the way up to standing. Turn all 10 toes to face the front of the room, a baby warrior one stance. You are on skis or railroad track. Left hand on left hip, right hand is up. Touch the front wall as you come forward, keeping a straight back the whole way. Then let your right hand go down to the block or the mat. Pull your fingers so you don't put a lot of weight in your hand. Then take your left hand out and open up. Shine your heart open. Keep your gaze to the right front corner of the room to lengthen your spine. You can stay here, or you can look down at your left foot and push forward to twisted half moon. Flex your back foot hard. Then release both feet to the floor. Halfway lift. Grab your block. We have to do the other side. Right hand on your block. Take your left hand out. Grab your big toe with your two peace fingers. Like a pendulum, you take it out directly to the side. Try to keep a straight, flat back. Keep breathing. Soften that standing knee. I lost count. 10. Both feet to the floor. Hang. Wiggle your hips around. Halfway lift. Fold. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold. Halfway lift. Hands to the mat. High plank. And lower all the way down as slowly as you can. Take your arms long by your sides, palms face down. Crescent lunge feet. You're on the ball of your back feet. And you're going to lift your thighs up with your leg muscles. You're going to come to locust with crescent feet lunge. So draw your chest up as you push down into your thighs. Release. Take your arms long in front of you. Tops of your feet are flat on the mat. Super person pose. You're going to come up. Then you're going to roll on your right side. Come back to center. Roll on your left. Back to center. Right side again. Back to center. Left side. Back to center. Release. Floor bow. Reach back. Grab the outsides of your ankles with your hands. Flex your feet hard. Set up in the pose first. Bring your shoulders up and back. Bring your knees together. Flex your feet. Inhale, come up. Push your feet up to the ceiling, opening up your chest. Beautiful. 2 more breaths. Release. Windshield wiper your legs, left and right. Then reach back, grab your ankles again. 1 more set of bow. Reach back. Flex your feet. Inhale, come up. Keep breathing. Release. Take your feet long on the mat. Bring your hands in at your lowest ribs, elbows tight by your sides. Inhale, come up to the best up dog you've done today. Inhale, come up. Shine your heart forward. Soften your elbows. Exhale, roll back, down dog. Make your way through to a seated position. Staff pose. Spine is long, shoulders directly over your hips. Flex your feet. Bring the balls of your big toes together, your arch bones together, and then your ankle bone. We'll make your thighs turn in. Inhale your arms out, keep your shoulders back. Then you're going to roll slowly on your back, one vertebrae at a time. Bend your knees, draw your feet in, flat on the mat, bridge pose. Start by lifting your tailbone first, then your lower back. Walk your shoulders under, interlock your hands, push them down towards your heels. You're like a sliding board. Release your bind, slowly come down. We're going to do two more. You can do bridge or wheel. If you can do wheel, you must. Inhale up. If you stay in bridge, walk your hands under. Take your right knee into your chest. Push your right foot up to the ceiling. Draw your knee into your chest again. Place your right foot flat on the mat. Draw your left knee into your chest. Push your left foot up to the ceiling. Left knee to your chest. Both feet on the mat. And release your bind. Wheels, tuck your chin. Come down. Let your legs go one time left, one time right, and then come right back to wheel or bridge. Inhale up. For 8 of your own breaths. When you've hit your 8th breath, tuck your chin, come down. Supta Baddha Konasana. Soles of your feet together. One hand on your heart, one hand on your chest. Draw your knees in. Hug them into your chest. Give them a squeeze. Baby circles, or little circles on your sacrum. Left, right. Then grab the outsides of your feet for happy baby or dead bug. Happy babies are going to move. Dead bugs are not. Then release your feet. Take your legs up to the ceiling. Flex your feet hard. You can put your hands under your lower back. You're going to let your legs go down 30 degrees. 30 degrees more. Hover them 2 inches off the mat. Bring your shoulders up. Look at your toes. Wiggle them. Smile at them. Then bring your feet up to the ceiling. 30 degrees. 30 more. Hover. Look up. Feet to the ceiling. Right leg 30 degrees. Keep your left leg up. 30 degrees more. Hover it. Bring it up to the ceiling. Left leg 30 degrees. 30 more. Hover. Up to the ceiling. Grab your knees. Pull them in for a squeeze. Rock back and forth 3 times. Make your way to boat. When you rock, try not to touch your feet on the mat. Start with your hands behind your thighs. Then push your feet out. Feet are flexed, toes point towards your face. Bring your arms out like you're holding a big tree. Low boat. High boat. Low boat. High boat. Low boat. High boat. If you smile, it's easier. Low boat. High boat. I always smile. Low boat. High boat. Hug your knees in. Rock back and forth. Make yourself the down dog. Inhale your right leg behind you. Then bring your right foot on the outside of your right hand for a lizard lunge. Your shoulder is on the inside of your knee. You can stay here, or you can come down to your forearms. You can also bring your left knee down. Then you're going to straighten your left hand, left arm. Take your right foot out to 2 o'clock. Look underneath of it like there's a piece of gum under it. Take your right hand on your right thigh and turn your right thigh out as your gaze goes up. You can stay here, or you can take your right hand back and grab your left foot and take your gaze up to the ceiling. Shine your heart open. Gently release your foot, both hands on the mat, and you're going to walk your right foot across your mat, bring your right knee to your right wrist for half pigeon. Your front leg, your right thigh is parallel with the edge of your mat. Keep your right foot flexed. Come up on the ball of your left foot, then come down. Then flatten your foot out. Length. Breathe into where the discomfort is. Slowly push yourself up. Bring your left leg around, over top for full pigeon. Your left ankle is going to be across your knee. You're going to stack your legs in front of you like they're firewood. Both shins are parallel to the front of the room. Both feet are flexed. If this is not easy for you to do, you're going to straighten your right leg in front of you. It's more important to have your hips, to have your sits bones on the mat. You definitely want that left ankle on the outside of your right knee. If this is easy for you, then you're going to pull your shoulder blades together and come forward as you keep your spine long. You can also put a block. Try to bring, straighten this leg. Put the left knee on top here. Yeah, because we're working on it, that's it. Flex your feet hard. Then sit up tall. And then come forward. Keep both feet flexed. Breathing is important here. We're getting some smiles. Slowly unwind, make your way back to down dog. Shake that hip out, do whatever movement you need. Then raise your left leg behind you. Take your left foot on the outside of your left hand for a low lizard lunge. Your shoulder is directly inside of your knee. You can stay here, you can come down to your forearms. You can bring your right knee down. Straighten your right arm. Come down on your right knee. Take your left foot out to 10 o'clock. Look under it like there's something stuck underneath of it. Take your left hand on your left thigh. Push the thigh open. Shine your heart open. Take your left hand, reach back, grab your right foot, and look up. Gently release your back foot. Both hands on the mat. Walk your left foot across. Bring your left knee to your left wrist for half pigeon. You can also do pigeon on your back. Your left leg is parallel with the outside of your mat. Sit up tall and then fold forward, length. Slowly push yourself up. Bring your right leg around for full pigeon. Right ankle goes across your left knee. You can also straighten your left leg. Most important thing is that your sits bones are in contact with the floor. Flex both feet. Sit up tall. Take both feet long in front of you. Sit up tall. Take your arms out. Reach forward. Grab the outsides of your feet. Let your head melt down to your shins. Slowly come up. Roll onto your back. Shavasana. Legs fall open, palms face up. Deep inhale through the nose, deep exhale through the nose. Deep inhale through the nose, deep exhale through the mouth. Inhale through the mouth, exhale through the mouth. Resume your normal, relaxed breathing. There are cold eye towels at the top right corner of your mat. Put them wherever you want. Slowly begin to deepen your breath. Little movements in your fingers and your toes, your wrists and your ankles. Take your arms long overhead. Make your body long. Push your toes to the front of the room, your fingers to the back. Then draw your knees into your chest. Roll onto the right side. Put your forehead in contact with the mat. Inhale, push yourself up to a comfortable seated position. Spine is long, Dandasana spine. Shoulders over your hips. Inhale your arms up. Exhale, bring your hands to heart center and pause. We'll close our class with 3 rolling ohms. Your ohms are as unique as your breath and your body and your practice. Deep inhale. Bring your hands to your forehead. The light in me honors and shines through the light in you. Namaste. Great practice. Thank you much.